coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
You already know. I know what's up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mike 20, Mike 14. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Zebra.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They run the counter. It's Carson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now it's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 31, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Easy. Tuck. 45. Here we go.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Screen 80. Hey, alert. Watch the curl. 45's the money. Tempo. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lonnie, 15, Lonnie. Let go.
From the gun, it's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
Come on, set. 70 Indy. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Set hot.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Cut.
Now Locke again. This is the tight end fan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Locke now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Locke looks to throw it again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Watch the run. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Ready, go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Down. 90. Wolf. It's been a long day for you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Again, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is going to be in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 57's Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mark.
Throwing again. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 6 there on first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Nice 57, 57's Mike. I got you. I got you. Go.
To throw again. Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Locke now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Judy as the first half is winding down. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 65 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive. Receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs, they just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Mike 90. Mike 20. Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 77 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come on.
To throw again. Lock. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Lock. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's caught at the 7-yard line. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Ready. 30 base. Let's go. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, watch ready. Go.
Now Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance.
From.
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Coming this way. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game, and finally forced an incompletion.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to write it in there and hope for the best.
Able to get this to Gordon. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Get that ball. Good, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Check.
Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mike 20. Good job right there.
On third down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again. Block.
Let's go.
This is the tight end fan. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right here.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Block off a play action. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers it.
Didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go, D. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you, Pop.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, defense, let's go. There we go, Mike 20.
To throw again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.